Hello all, you're welcome. On this video I'll be showing you how to integrate Flutterwave and Paystack on your Flutter application. And for you to achieve this, make sure that you have activated your Flutterwave account. You have been approved, the same as Paystack. Once you have been approved and you have your developer API on standby, then this video is for you. And please subscribe to my channel. I'll be dropping content on Flutter, how to improve your app, and some features that will get your app ready for deployment. Alright, using this app we have here, this application has a monthly subscription plan and it accepts payments. So let's go to the subscription page. We'll come here. The subscription plan for this application is 10,000 naira. So if you click on this, you have two options. Choose payment provider. There is Paystack, there's Flutterwave. And if you click on Paystack, this is what you'll have. Alright, so we imputed 10,000 as the subscription amount. So you can choose any payment method you want. This is the card method. If you click on this, you can explore all the payment methods offered by Paystack. Pay with card, USD, pay with OPay, pay attitude, Visa QR, bank transfer, and all of that. So this is live, so I'm not going to make a payment. Let's check Flutterwave. Alright, so the same thing, as you can see, here you can do a bank transfer, but you can change the payment method to what you want, to what works for you. And once you make payment, the payment goes successfully. So how did we set this up? On the screen here, this is the function I created for Flutterwave. So the plugins for both Paystack and Flutterwave, this is my pubspec.yaml. I used Flutterwave standard version 1.1.0, and for Paystack I used Flutter Paystack Plus 2.2.1. Alright, so this is the function. For Flutterwave, it is worthy of note that the amount you put, which is a string, you just put the exact amount. The charges, they will sort that out on their end. Okay, but for Paystack is different. Paystack, you have to multiply it by 100, which will include the kobo. So for Paystack, instead of having exactly 10,000 here, you will have two zeros at the end without any dots. So that's like having 1 million. Your 1 million signifies 10,000 for Paystack. Alright, so for Flutterwave, it is advised for both Flutterwave, Paystack, or any payment platform that you don't have your public key or secret key exposed in the front end of your application. So in order to do that, I've already stored my Flutterwave developer API key on my dashboard. I use Firebase for this. So this is where my Flutterwave public key is. So this is me calling it. Is during the point of transaction, I make a call to get the public key from my database before using it. So you're not going to see the developer API. It should not be seen on your code. So moving forward, you're going to provide the customer name and customer email. So if it is an e-commerce application, obviously this data would automatically pick it as well. But for the sake of this, since payment is going to the owner of the application, it is manually put, so that's how it is. But like I said, if it's an e-commerce application, ensure that you pick the customer name and email at this point. Then you create a reference. I did a simple reference code. This generates reference based on the date and milliseconds. Then down to the Flutterwave function, you provide the public key here that you get from your database. Currency, you select Nigeria, NGN. Then this is optional. Redirect URL can be your website URL. The reference is the one you generated here. This makes your transaction unique both for yourself and your customer, so that if there are any issues using the reference number, you can pinpoint a particular transaction and sort it out. Then the amount, this is what was defined here. Subscription amount Flutterwave 10,000 is in string. Customer data, that is what you have up here. It contains customer name and email as basic. You can add other features as provided by Flutterwave. Payment options, you list all the options you want your customer to have while making payment. Here is USSD, card, bank transfer. But the dashboard will give more options to the customer nonetheless. For customization, you can put a title of what the customer is paying for and put a description to it. If you're not doing a test mode, ensure to put this to false. If not, the payment will not come to you. It will be a false. It will be on the test mode, which is not what you want. So if you're going live, ensure to put this to false. Then Flutterwave handles the charge. So make sure you call it by, calling the charge response, and then you await the charge for that particular transaction. When the payment is successful, this is the try catch section where you execute what you want changed on the application. So for me, I want the subscription of the user to be premium, and to achieve that, this function is there. Then if there's an error, my show messenger, my custom notification display would tell the customer that there was an error during payment to retry. These are other activities, to update for the user. This is custom to my application. So that is it for Flutterwave. And how I designed it is that once payment is successful, go to the home screen, show a success pop-up and also a successful payment. So that is it for Flutterwave. Let's dive into Paystack. For Paystack, things are quite simple and straightforward as well. This is me loading putting the loading through once the button for subscription is tapped, and then if there is an error, it should return because you have to confirm the customer's email. Then once you are done with all that verification, the same process, call for your public key and secret key through your dashboard. Make sure it is not on your Flutter code. So that is what I did here. I made a call to get my public key and secret key, created a reference here, and you fill that in using the Flutter Paystack Plus.open Paystack pop-up. Fill in the public key, the secret key, context, customer email is what you're going to put here. The amount, like I said, for Paystack, the amount you always add 2 zeros at the end. So for 10,000 naira, the actual figure you write is 1,000,000, because the last 2 zeros are considered the kobo for the transaction. So note the difference, please. For Paystack, you add 2 zeros extra. For Flutterwave, you do not add it. Then currency, select Naira, which is NGN. Put your reference. Callback is your website in case there's an issue. Then if the transaction was closed, let your pop-up show that payment was cancelled. If it was successful, then you put your custom update for the user. Mine, I'm upgrading their subscription if there's an error and all of that. So that is how you implement Flutterwave payment and Paystack payment on your application. If you have any questions, please drop on the comment section. I'll be there to respond to you. Thank you very much.